polygon tool, I can use it to create any shape. I can also use it to create just a line. So if I select my polygon tool and I click, I have to use my vertex mode. I click and I double click to end the operation, then I've done a line. I can do a polyline of any shape. And I don't actually want to make a shape, I just want to make a line. At any point I can double click and that finishes the operation. So, and remember how I was saying right now this isn't a closed shape, but I could make it a closed and it automatically closes that shape. I want to not show direction. Also, as I'm drawing my shape, if I'm like, oh, I don't actually want that vertex there, I can press delete and that takes me back a step. I can press delete again and that takes me back another step, okay? So I don't have to exit out of the operation, I don't have to create the shape and then delete it. I can make those modifications while I'm in the midst of the polygon operation. So again, I can go click one vertex, click another, I'm gonna put this one up and I'll be like, oh, actually I don't want that point there. I can hit delete and that takes me back. I can hit delete and it takes me back again. If I hit escape, it takes me out of the operation entirely, okay? So delete just takes me back a few steps or one step at a time. Escape takes me totally out. Double clicking finishes the operation wherever I'm at, if it's a shape, if it's not a shape, if it's just a line. Okay, and now with that, also after creation, if I have my polygon selected, right now it says polygon, I can see that, say I actually don't want this leg of my polygon, I can get rid of it. So this little vertex, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 vertices, right? So Vectorworks, if I press this little vertex, it tells me that this point, this X and Y value is for that vertex, okay? See, can everybody see how it kind of highlights like that? It's hard to see, but it makes it red, that bottom left-hand one. So what I can do is I can delete that vertex if I want to, and that takes rid of that whole arm. I can undo. I can also toggle between the other vertex. So that went to this vertex here. I can go to that vertex there. I can go to that vertex there. I want to go to that last one. So if I press this now, it's at there, and I can delete that vertex, and I can modify my shape that way. Okay. I can also add a vertex. Okay, so there's
where to add the vertex.
Well, there's also the Polygon reshape tool, which I'll go over as well. This is just some crude kind of modifications you can make after. Okay, so that's all changing it after creation in the object info palette. And you can see, I won't go there. Right now it's this bounding box it encompasses the whole shape. It doesn't follow the outline of the shape. It basically takes this bounding box and goes, okay, this is what your shape is, and around it fits in this nice uniform shape. So if I grab these stretchy handles, I can scale that shape, but it's going to scale it within that bounding rectangle. So I can also scale it this way, and it changes that shape that way. Okay. We will, like I said, this is the basis. Like if we looked at our selection tool, there is that polygon marquee mode. A lot of these tools use that shape, and it's based within that operation. Okay. delete my shapes. Okay,